Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Pinkie Senpai. Today I'm going to be doing a highly requested video, My Little Pony Creative Sim. I'm going to be starting with Twilight Sparkle, of course, because she's the star of the show. The show starts off with Twilight Sparkle heading to the village to make friends, okay, to understand the magic and friendship, okay? So according to my quick little Google search, the order in which Twilight Sparkle met and befriended the ponies was Pinkie Pie, Applejack, Rainbow Dash, Rarity, and Fluttershy. From what I can remember, I really didn't think it was in that order. I thought it was first would probably be Rainbow Dash because she's always out flying, out and about, or Applejack first because she is always working outside. She sells apple pies and stuff like that with her family. So I was thinking the first few people she will probably meet were probably Rainbow Dash or Applejack. And you know what? Pinkie Pie actually would be top of that list because she's super friendly, outgoing, she's throwing all these parties, and she is like the epitome of someone who can be friends with anybody. So like I said, I'm going to be starting with Twilight Sparkle because this show is about her making friends and understanding that friendship is magic. I just did a My Little Pony Creative Sim, not specifically Equestria Girls and not specifically ponies. And one thing I will say is I don't even have the Horse Ranch expansion, so that is why I had to make them as Sims. But I also never watched Equestria Girls, so basically I had to mix Equestria Girls with My Little Pony, and these are the characters that I came up with. So for Twilight Sparkle, of course, I gave her like a preppy kind of, not schoolgirl, oh my god. I did see one thing on Pinterest. It just, no, that's not what I was going for. I was going for like a preppy kind of clueless look with Twilight Sparkle because she's very smart, very book smart, very educated, and she's super friendly, and she knows magic. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't watched My Little Pony in a couple of years. Some ponies who have unicorn horns, they have the power of magic because of their horn. So I definitely want to give Twilight Sparkle that cute little, like a cutesy look, of course, but also make her still look like she's smart. And I think I did a really good job of putting that into a sim. These sims, of course, are not going to look exactly like the ponies because one, they're not ponies, and two, they're not going to look exactly like the Equestria Girls because I never watched it and I only used the very first picture I ever remember of Equestria Girls. Like I said, again, I didn't watch it very much, so I don't have any knowledge of what it's about. Probably the same thing. Yeah, so I think I did a really good job of capturing that for each character. Of course, Twilight Sparkle has the power of magic, and to be honest, I didn't even know what she was called, but she's an alicorn, like a Pegasus and unicorn mixed. I don't know. But me and my sister were trying to figure out what is a Pegasus and unicorn called. Apparently it's an alicorn. So I really wanted to include her little best friend, or like I want to say he is like the dragon version of Mulan's dragon, Mushu, which is super cute, but also he reminds me of Spyro. Like, he's a purple dragon and he's kind of special, if that makes sense. I don't know, but I think Spike is super cute and I wanted to create him, but I wasn't really able to fit him anywhere into the creative sim. This is how she came out. I decided to give her like some Chanel tights just because I feel like since she's a princess and all of that, she probably has a little bit of money, but she doesn't want to, you know, brag about having money, okay? She's humble. And then as far as the other ponies, I didn't do them in a specific order. So when you guys see them is when y'all see them, okay? I'm not gonna tell y'all who I did in the chapters, okay? I don't want y'all skipping ahead. For each character, I tried to give them different characteristics. Twilight Sparkle, of course, has the horn and the wings, and I also gave her star tattoos to represent her cutie mark because she has a 6-star cutie mark, and I believe it's purple, so I gave her some purple stars on her back as well as some more tattoos that I found later on. And don't say nothing about their wings. I know that they're too small, okay? These are standing wings because I had to go find some larger wings that would look right. If you guys saw earlier, I tried to use some larger wings, but the colors were too vibrant. I wish there was a way to like change the opacity or the saturation or brightness of just a color slider. You know what I'm saying? I wish there was color slider for some accessories because some of this stuff, it just never has the right color. And then moving on to Applejack, I decided to give Applejack like a very country look. And for someone who's from the country, like I used to go to high school with people who wore cowboy hats and cowboy boots to school. And there was even a day when somebody rode their horses to school. That's how country it is. But I wanted to give her a very country look, and eventually I went for more of a western look, but I think it really fit her. So Applejack has cute little apples as her cutie mark because she has a farm and she has an apple orchard where she harvests apples and sells like apple pies and stuff like that with her family. She's in a family business and all of that, and I really love Applejack's character. She's actually super country. In the most recent My Little Pony like adaptation, but I didn't know that there was older versions of My Little Pony. When I looked it up, I was like, oh, I thought I was watching something new, but I didn't realize how old My Little Pony was. It was in like 1988. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure I owned My Little Pony horse toys when I was younger, but I guess I didn't know about this show because I didn't have much access to television shows growing up, which I stated in one of my previous videos. If you guys are interested in checking them out, I'll link it on the screen as well as in the description. If you guys are enjoying my video so far, then go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Patreon as well for all CC links and downloads for each of the Sims that I made today. They will be in early access for a couple of weeks, but if you guys are interested in supporting me further and getting the Sims sooner, join my Patreon and become one of my supporting members. I gave Applejack some braids because they covered up her ears. I had lots of options, but I really do like that she kind of gave off like a black girl vibe. I think she's super cute, super aesthetic, and it just looks like she's from a Western movie. I really like how she came out. I also want to note that Applejack is like the strong one of the group. She represents honesty, apparently, according to the wiki, but I think that she represents strength. And she always has her friends back. She's always working hard and taking care of her family and her friends, and I really do like her character overall. If you guys would let me know down in the comments who is your favorite character from My Little Pony and who was your favorite sim that I made today. Next, I'm going to be making Rainbow Dash, but if you guys are interested to see who my favorite characters are, then stay tuned for the next few characters so that you can see who my two favorite characters were when I first started watching it and who my two favorite characters are to this day. But yeah, so I gave Rainbow Dash a neutral face. Nothing too cute, too pouty, nothing too like squishy cheeks or nothing like that, nothing too adorable. I kind of wanted to make her look tough because that is who Rainbow Dash is. If you guys have not seen My Little Pony, Rainbow Dash is a Pegasus pony and she can control the weather. So for Rainbow Dash, I wanted to give her kind of a sporty look because that is what her Equestria girl was wearing, like a cute athletic set with like athletic wristbands. I found this hair so freaking long ago, it's ridiculous. I absolutely had to do this creative sim as soon as possible, which it ended up taking longer than what I expected, but as soon as I found this hair, I knew I had to make Rainbow Dash. I just knew it, and I think this is a perfect style for her. It kind of looks windswept because of the way it's flipped at the top, and I think that just fits her character because she's always speeding here and there and all of that, so I think it's really cute for this sim. Also, I wanted to keep the rainbow aesthetic kind of to a minimum because she already has the rainbow hair and she has a rainbow cutie mark. It's like a lightning bolt with a rainbow and a cloud on it because she can control the weather and all of that. I wanted to keep the rainbow stuff to a minimum, but I did discover these like psychedelic tattoos that would be cute for her because they have the rainbow aesthetic or like the rainbow colors, but I feel like in my world they match her character. I really do feel like, you know, if they were humans, Rainbow Dash would be that chill person who's always, you know, rolling up in all seriousness. But anyway, I also tried to give her goggles and those were not looking good, so I just opted out for some eyelashes, little short eyelashes, because I don't think she's going to be having, even, you know, unless they're natural, I don't think she's going to have some lash extensions in while she's racing. So I kept her lashes really short, gave her some minimal makeup. I think I ended up changing it later, but I think her look was super cute. I also gave her like a cute little AirPods case because I feel like she would be listening to music while she's winning all her races, you know what I mean? But yes, this is how Rainbow Dash came out. I think she's super cute. And then next I'm going to be doing Rarity. So Rarity is the fashionista of the group. She is a seamstress as well as a fashion designer, and she owns her own shop in Ponyville, okay? She's also Spike's crush or whatever. I think that's so cute that he's like in love with her. But I had to include that little fact because I was talking about Spike earlier. Rarity represents the element of generosity, and I think that's really cool because her personality kind of gives off like snobbish, kind of stuck up, but at the same time, she's just very confident in herself. Yeah, Rarity is very much bougie. She, like, her house just looks like she designed everything herself in there. And she is so confident in her clothes, and she makes like the cutest dresses. I love how she's always making dresses in the show. I need to get back on that show. I love it so much. So you guys are seeing Rarity earlier than what I actually made her because I created Rarity last, and you would have seen that I tried to make her a lot different than what her character is. She's plain white with a 3 diamond cutie mark. She has like dark purple blue hair and white hooves or all that. I mean, they don't really have hooves, but she's all white basically. Very classic, very plain. And I was thinking at first I wanted to either give her an ombre look or I wanted to give her spots like I used vitiligo spots, but I wanted them to look like she was a paint horse. I think it's called I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, I wanted to make it look like she's a paint horse, but in the end I decided to just go for her classic look, super cute, super classy, because Rarity is super confident because she's classically beautiful and she just looks good with no effort. Rarity is also a unicorn. She doesn't have wings. Same thing with Applejack and Pinkie Pie, which you guys will see next. The last two characters that I did are my two favorite, Pinkie Pie and Fluttershy, and I'm gonna just explain to you why they're my favorite, probably because they are such polar opposites, okay? But at the same time, very similar. So Rarity took me a really long time like for her outfit because I didn't want to give her something that looked too adult, but also like adult as in like formal, and I didn't want to give her something too plain, like too classic, because she's very over the top with her fashion designs, and I didn't know if I wanted to give her something extra, you know. I decided to just go with this super shiny top right here. I think it's so cute, and I couldn't find a skirt for the longest, but I decided on a white skirt because that's gonna be what matches the best. It comes with a matching skirt, but the skirt is messed up, like the mesh just doesn't work correctly, so I couldn't use it. So I didn't end up going with this particular skirt, and I ended up giving her plain light blue eyeshadow like she wears in the 2010 show, the one that I'm familiar with. I also gave her cute silver Chanel chain belt, and I also gave her some heels, which I did for all of the characters. I gave them a second outfit with the same thing they were wearing, but shoes as an option. If you guys don't want to have the hooves on them, then that's an option for you as well when you download them on Patreon. But I think she came out really cute. And next, one of my favorites, probably my top favorite, is Pinkie Pie. I really do love her character design. Like, not only is Pinkie Pie like always on the go, she throws the best parties. She's super fun, super cheerful, and she knows how to have a good time, you know. I really like she always seems like she's having a sugar rush, and I really like that about her character. She's super cute, super sweet, and she loves to take care of her friends and just hang out with all her friends as much as she can. I love that they include episodes where Pinkie Pie kind of doubts her party planning capabilities and sometimes overdoes it when it comes to trying to please a lot of people, which makes sense because she represents the element of laughter and she does her very best to make everybody laugh, even if she's rejected multiple times, like with that donkey. I forget his name, but he's super grumpy, and she wants to make him happy as much as she can. She never gives up, so I think that's really cute. She also has like I mean this in the nicest way possible, Pinkie Pie has crackhead energy, and I freaking love that for her because she's always on 100 or 1000, I should say, and you rarely see her sad. Not saying she probably doesn't get sad, but you know, as a fictional character who represents laughter, I think she does a really good job of keeping herself happy and her friends happy. So I really like that about her. For her outfit, I wanted to give her something like she looks like she's at a party, but also something very colorful, and you guys will see later that I found some really cool CC and it was freaking perfect for Pinkie Pie, so I'm really glad that I found that. As you guys can see, she has like a cute little gummy worm in her nose, and I just thought that was fitting for Pinkie Pie because she just looks the type. She definitely gives me the vibe of like class clown, and I'm gonna put literal candy in my nose to make somebody laugh. And then for her hair accessory, I gave her a cute little party hat, and it has like a little party horn. I think that not only is Pinkie Pie one of my favorite characters, she was one of my favorite characters that I created today. I think she's super cute. And last but certainly not least, I will be making Fluttershy. Fluttershy is my second favorite character of all the characters. I really like that she is a very meek, gentle pony, and I just like that her name literally tells you her personality. She's shy, and she just flies around fluttering her cute little wings. Now for Fluttershy, I wanted to give her an expression like she's a little bit worried about everything, because typically that's how she looks in the show. So I gave her little eyebrow furrows and gave her eyebrows that kind of turn up on the inside. If you guys hear anything in the background, I'm so sorry. Everyone decides to drive around right when I'm doing my voiceover. Every time. Anyway, for Fluttershy, I wanted to give her a little bit of a different look, so I gave her birthmarks on her face, chest, and I think on her abdomen area and her leg. But if not, I definitely gave her birthmarks on her face and her chest area, or her torso. Her look, of course, was super easy. for me to decide on because she loves animals, first of all, and she lives in the forest with all of them in her cute cottage. So of course I wanted to go for a cottagecore look for Fluttershy, and I wanted to give her a really sweet, innocent look, because most of the time that's what she is. And then there are other times when Fluttershy is, you know, becoming this big green monster, like she turns into the Hulk when she's angry. I think that's why I like Fluttershy as much as I do as well, because she has those two different personality traits, or like two distinct behaviors, from when she's like shy versus when she's protecting her friends. So I also gave her a cute little blush and some cute animal friends on her shoulders, as well as a cute flower in the back of her head. And again, these wings are just stand-ins, so they probably will not be this small, or I can also upload the other ones that I found for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.